Oh my God, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we need to tell someone.
First, let me speak directly to all of you who've been watching this series. Your support, your comments, your encouragement, that's why this story didn't stop at part 5. I thought it was finished. But you showed me it was just the beginning. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now let's step back into Alexa's world. The message still haunted me. It was simple, short, cruel. I know who you are. I know what you've been doing. If you don't want everyone else to know, do exactly what I say. The screen's glow burned into my eyes. My hands trembled as I held the phone, rereading the words again and again. I wanted it to be spam. A joke. A mistake. But it wasn't. 'Cause attached to the message was a photo. Of me. The party. Dress shimmering, lipstick shining, smile wide. The photo I thought no one had taken. My secret caught. The next message came seconds later. Tomorrow. Noon. Behind the old gym. Don't bring anyone. My heart pounded so hard I thought it might burst. Behind the old gym. That place where the walls were cracked, the weeds swallowed the sidewalk, and no one ever went anymore. Place perfect for secrets. That night I couldn't eat. Couldn't sleep. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, Milo the cat curled at my feet, purring softly. I whispered into the dark. Why me? Why now? Why can't I just live? No answer came. Just silence. And the gnawing terror that my whole world was about to crumble. The morning dragged on like a nightmare. Breakfast, my sister eyed me carefully. You're pale, she said. Are you sick? I forced a smile. Just didn't sleep well. Her brow furrowed. You sure? You look like you've seen a ghost. I wanted to spill everything. I wanted to tell her about the messages, the photo, the threat. But fear held my tongue. Because if I told her, then she'd know. And if she knew, maybe she'd hate me too. So I stayed silent. By noon I was there. Behind the gym. The air was heavy. Hot. The faint smell of mold and rust lingered. I waited. My palms sweaty. My knees weak. Then I heard it, footsteps. Slow. Measured. Confident. From the shadows stepped someone I recognized instantly. Jordan. The arrogant one. Always laughing the loudest. Always needing to prove he was better, stronger, tougher. I swallowed hard. You? He smirked. Who else? He waved his phone, screen glowing. The photo of me stared back. Cute, huh? Alexa in her little party dress. Imagine this sent to everyone. My breath hitched. Please don't. Jordan leaned closer, voice dripping with power. Then you'll do exactly what I say. Or tomorrow your inbox explodes, your friends find out, your family finds out. Everyone. I wanted to scream. To run. To fight. But I froze. What do you want? I asked, my voice shaking. Jordan's grin widened. Everything. Whatever I say. Whenever I say it. You're mine now. The next few weeks blurred into torment. Jordan cornered me in hallways. He whispered threats when no one else was listening. He demanded small things at first, carry his books, buy his lunch, do his assignments. But then it grew. Wear that lip gloss tomorrow. Meet me after class. Don't be late. Smile more. You're prettier when you smile. Every word made me sick. Every order chained me tighter. And always the same threat hung over me. That photo. At home I became a ghost. I dodged my sister's questions. I locked myself in my room. I avoided calls from Ethan. 'Cause how could I tell them? How could I explain that I was being blackmailed for being me? The one night I couldn't hold it anymore. I collapsed on my bed, sobbing, whispering into the dark. I wish I could just disappear. I wish I could be free. That's when the door opened. My sister stood there. She crossed the room, sat beside me, and wrapped her arms around my shaking body. "Alexa," she said softly, "what's going on? Please don't shut me out." Her voice broke me. The words tumbled out, the messages, the photo, the meetings, the blackmail. When I finished, I couldn't look at her. I expected anger, or disgust, or silence, but instead she squeezed me tighter. "Listen to me," she whispered. "No one gets to control you like that. Not him. Not anyone. We'll end this. Together." The next day we set a trap. Jordan thought he'd corner me again. But this time my sister was waiting. He swaggered up, smirk already forming. "Got what I asked for?" But before I could answer, my sister stepped out, holding her phone. "Actually," she said calmly, "I've got something better." Jordan froze. She hit play. His own voice filled the air. The threats. The demands. The blackmail. All recorded. Jordan's smirk vanished. His face turned pale. "You wouldn't." "Oh, I would," she cut in. "One push of a button and everyone knows what you've been doing. You want that?" For once, Jordan had nothing to say. He muttered something, shoved his hands in his pockets, and stormed off. When he disappeared around the corner, my knees buckled. I leaned against the wall, shaking. "You really?" My sister smiled. "Told you. No one controls you anymore." That night, for the first time in weeks, I slept. But even in sleep, I knew the fight wasn't over. There would always be people like Jordan. Always threats. Always fear. But I also knew something else. I wasn't alone anymore. Weeks passed. I started smiling again. Laughing again. I went to another event, this time without trembling at the door. I met people who understood. Who welcomed me. Who saw me as Alexa, not as a joke, not as a secret, but as me. And every time I looked in the mirror, I stood a little taller. But then, something unexpected happened. One evening, as I sat scrolling through my phone, a message popped up. From Ethan. "I've been thinking. About the cafe. About what you told me. About who you are. And I need to tell you something. Can we meet?" And that is where part 8 ends. 'Cause part 9 isn't about fear. It's about trust. Friendship. Maybe even something more.